This is an advanced mat workout, and we're really going to focus on finding more space in your hips and lower back. I love to do this workout after a long day of sitting to undo all the damage from being stuck in a chair. This workout is not for everyone. We will be going overhead and doing some big back extensions. If we get to an exercise that doesn't feel good on your body, please just leave it out and then join me again on the next one. You can always ask more questions down below in the comments. But before we fully dive into this video, I want to say that I understand that finding the motivation to work out at home on your own can be challenging. That's why I'm excited to offer a membership plan designed to help you stay accountable and inspired. As a member, you'll enjoy live online community meetups, weekly curated workout plans, and personal feedback from me directly on your phone, whenever you need it. Click below in the description to join the Contrology Hub today and pick your zone. Experience movement and mindfulness for the modern lifestyle. Let's get started. Come standing at the front end of your mat, cross arm over arm, foot over foot, and then lift your waist up out of your pelvis as you lower yourself to sit with control. Scoot back and lie down in the middle of your mat for the 100. We're going to do the 100 today with the legs on the mat. So reach your arms back to curl your head, chest, and arms up off the mat. Lower your arms to your sides and start pumping. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want you to really use your mat. So hug your legs tight together and then press the backs of the legs into the mat to activate your back body. And then against that lower body reach, pull your waist out of your pelvis. I want this to be the theme throughout the class today, that you're finding a lot of space between your hips and those lower ribs. Make sure those arm pumps are still big and vigorous. Keep moving, but your breath is slow and smooth. Pump your arms, not your breath. And see if you can get a little longer on your exhale, as if somebody's dragging your ankles forward on the mat and you're growing out your head in opposition. And then lift your arms up to the sky and reach back along the mat to lower. The roll up 5 times. If you have a foot strap and bar, get them now, and let's go. Inhale as you roll up. Exhale as you round forward. Reach further for 3, further 2, further 1. Inhale, round back. Exhale all the way down into the mat. Keep moving with your breath 4 more times. As you round forward, make sure you're not collapsing in your lower back. There's always that pull up out of your pelvis, whether you're lengthened on the mat or rounded forward in your C-curve. Use your legs to help you find this. So press the backs of the legs down in the mat so that your lower back pulls out of your hips. Pretend you want to snap that bar in half. Press the little pinky fingers down into the bar as if you're going to break it. And can you use that action to try and pull the lower back out of the pelvis even more? Every part of the mat is here to assist you. Roll all the way down, and let's do the roll over. So get rid of the bar if you have it. Hold the handles if you have them, or arms at your sides. Lift your legs up and overhead all the way to the ground behind you. Open your legs as wide as your mat, and then roll down through your spine, legs to a 45-degree angle. Legs together, lift up and over. Open the legs out. Lengthen your spine back down onto the mat, legs together. One more time. Use your mat. So either push into your handles or push into your mat to really pull your pelvis away from your rib cage. Reverse. Open the legs. Lift the hips up and over. Hug the legs all the way together. And then make a big space between each vertebra as you roll into your mat. Open the legs up and over, as if you're sitting on the ceiling, lifting your pelvis up to the sky. How long can your spine grow into the mat? Last time, defy gravity because you're finding so much lift. As you roll down, this time legs all the way down to the mat, single leg circles. Get the foot strap if you have it, hold your handles or arms at your sides. 5 leg circles each direction. Over, around, and up. Over, around, and up. Find your rhythm and keep moving with it. I want you to take these circles nice and big, even if it means your hips rock a little. Reverse 5 times. Away, around, and up. Keep it moving. Feel that leg making a huge range of motion and pulling along out of your hip socket. Last one. Switch legs. Set yourself up quickly, and we go over, around, and up. Over, around, and up. Keep moving. Remember, whatever your body is attached to on the mat is there to assist you in finding that space in your waist, the length in your body. Reverse 5 times. Press the bottom leg in the mat. Press either your hands into your handles or down at your sides on the mat. Last one. Come on up to sit, rolling like a ball. Get straight into that ball shape, and we rock back 5 times. And we go rock back. Come up and find your balance. And rock. And back. Keep it moving. Pull your legs in with your arms and then lift your waist up even though you're rounding in a C curve. There's a lot of space in your spine. Last one. Find your balance, and we go straight into single leg stretch. Hold the right leg, extend the left leg up high, and pull back with the abdominals rolled into the mat with control. And we go 5 times. Pull, 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 pull. 3 more. Feel your legs stretch out of your hip socket after you've pulled on it tight. Double leg stretch. Hug both legs in. Inhale as you reach long, and exhale as you hug. How long can your waist grow as you stretch out? Feel like the arms and legs are being pulled by somebody and you're being stretched like an elastic band from the middle of your body all the way out to the tips of your toes and your fingertips. Scissors. Reach your legs up to the ceiling and we go pull, pull, switch, pull, pull, switch. 5 repetitions of everything in our abdominal series, working for space in your waist still. And lower lift, hands behind your head, lower your legs down for 3, 2, 1, quickly up. Activate the backs of the legs like we did in the 100 at the beginning of this workout. Feel those muscles working as your legs lower down so that your waist can pull back and get a little longer. Last one. Lift up, crisscross, twist to one side, and take your time to twist further, and then switch to the other side. Twisting opposite shoulder to knee, keep your elbows really wide. Adding a twist makes it somehow a little bit harder to continue to find that length. So remember, just because we're twisting, we don't want to shorten in. How long can your waist grow? Can you still pull your leg out of your hip socket? Imagine that string coming out the top of your head, like you're a puppet. And I'm lengthening you by that string. This is your last one. And then hug your legs into your chest, rocking up to sit for spine stretch forward 5 times. Set up your legs and arms. Inhale, grow really tall. Exhale, round forward and reach further and further and further. Inhale as you roll back up through your spine, sit tall. Exhale as you round forward, pulling the belly back as you push all the air out of your lungs. Inhale to grow tall. Exhale to round. Keep it moving. This is a breathing exercise, so you really want to make sure you're coordinating your breath with the movement. By pulling the abdominals in, you help to push all the air out. And then as your lungs fill up, find that expansion of your spine. One last time, pushing all the air out of your lungs. Inhale, sit tall, open leg rocker. Extend your arms and legs forward, float your legs up, and we're going to rock 5 times. Rock it back and up and find your balance and your length. Rock it back. Pull the waist up out the top of your head. Even when you're upside down, remember, you don't want gravity to win. Can you find the space between your hips and your ribs when you're upside down? One more time. Rock, come up, find your balance, stay there. Closed leg rocker. Hug your legs all the way together and push them into your hands to open. Hug together, push to open. Hug together, flex your feet, grab your big toes, and we rock back and come up and find your balance. 4 more times. Try to keep holding onto your big toes and work to find the lift out the top of your head. Keep it moving. If you lose your toes on the way back up, that's okay. Just keep reaching your fingertips up and re-grab them as soon as you can. Rock it back and reach for the toes by lifting your spine. One more time. Rock back And keep reaching up to the toes. Extend your fingers and toes forward and roll down in a teaser for corkscrew. Grab your handles and push them away if you have them, or arms at your sides. We're going to start with our back staying on the mat. So cross your legs over to one side, scoop it around, and stop in the center. Reverse, other way. Keep alternating sides, and I want you to really make a big circle with the legs so that you can work to pull your abdominals back into the mat behind you. Now lift your hips up over your shoulders, toes up to the sky, roll down through the spine and draw the big circle with your legs. And lift the hips back up, toes reaching up. Other way. Big circle down, pulling your waist back into the mat. Find that connection to the mat of how long can those legs pull away so that your waist can pull back into your mat. Finish overhead and then roll down through your spine into the mat, coming straight up to sit for saw. Legs wide, arms out to the side, flex the feet and lift your waist up tall. Twist to the right, round over, and I want you to grab the outside of your leg with your hand and work to twist further. Then do your 3 saws. And then roll back up. Let's go to the other side. Twist to the left, round over, grab the outside of the leg, use the hand to help twist the ribs a little further. And then saw 3 and 2 and 1. Roll yourself back up and come to the center. Alternate sides. So we're using our hand as a little bit of extra support to try and get deeper into your twist. But remember to still be lifting your lower back up out of your pelvis as you dive your head to your knee. And twist to the left, round over, pull yourself deeper into the stretch, and then saw 3, lifting the waist 2, tailbone pulling down 1, and come back up. Other side, twist, round over, flex the feet well, digging the heels down in the mat, making sure the legs stay really still. They're not twisting with you, just twisting your ribs. Last time over to the left. Round over, twist a little further, and then saw 3 and 2 and 1. Roll back up, sit really tall to finish. Lower your arms down, legs together, and let's flip over. We're going to do swan, progressing into swan dive. So hands on your handles or underneath your shoulders if you don't have them. Find your long lower back and lengthen out your head to lift up in a swan. And lengthen even longer on the way down. 2 more times. Make sure your legs are hugging tight together behind you, heels connected, and lower it down. Lead from your center, and on this one you're going to stay up. We're going to do just 1 swan dive and then catch on your hands again. 1 swan dive and catch. 1 more time. And now let's go into 5 rocks. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push yourself back into a rest pose, round your spine, and breathe into your lower back. Come forward for single leg kicks. Set yourself up, legs together, you're on your elbows. Lift your waist off the mat and grow out the top of your head. I want you to extend your right leg long and try to lift your thigh just barely off the mat, and then do your 2 kicks. Extend the left leg, lift the thigh off the mat and kick 1, 2, and stretch. Right leg, lift and then kick 1, 2, and stretch. Left leg, lift and kick 1, 2, and stretch. Keep it moving. So we're trying to lift the thigh off the mat here to get into a deeper stretch in your thigh and the front of your hips. Watch out for your lower back dumping as you lift your thigh. You don't want to lift your thigh at the expense of dumping into your lower back and losing your center. This is your last one. Even yourself off, right leg and left leg. And then double leg kicks. Lower down, hands behind your back. And we're going to do the same thing here. So legs together, lift them both off the mat, and then kick 3 times. Stretch your arms and legs back and lift your chest up. Turn your head the other way. And first try to lift your thighs off the mat. Then kick 3, 2, 1, and stretch back. Lift the chest, lengthen your spine. Keep it moving. So again, the same things to watch out for. You're not lifting from your feet, you're lifting up from your thighs, and it's not going to be a very big movement. But watch out as you lift your thighs that you don't dump in your lower back. Push your pubic bone into the mat and your belly button up off the mat. 1 more time each side. Kick 3, 2, 1, and stretch. Lifting the waist. Keep the lift in the waist as your head goes down. Thighs up. Kick 3, 2, 1, and stretch. And then lower down, push yourself back to a rest pose again and breathe into your lower back. Make sure your head is really hanging down and then lift from your waist to come on up for thigh stretch. If you have a bar, get your bar and lift it up to the ceiling. If not, just extend your fingers up high. With your knees and feet as wide as your hips, hinge back from your knees as your arms reach forward, and then everything lifts back up on top of your knees. And again, hinge yourself back, really lengthening your arms forward and lift back up. Now find the same work you just did in your single leg kicks and your double leg kicks. If the mat was underneath your waist, you'd be pushing your pubic bone into the mat and then lifting and lengthening your waist up. Let's do it one more time. Feel like there's a string coming out the top of your head, pulling you up as you hinge back and lifting you even taller to return. Lower your arms down. Let's turn around for neck pull. If you have the foot strap, get it. Your feet are pushing out into the strap, so they're going to be about as wide as your hips. Flex the feet well. Hands behind your head, elbows wide. Keeping a long spine, I want you to roll down and lie on your mat. Inhale as you roll up. Dive your head over. Exhale over 3, 2, 1. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale as you roll down into your mat. Come right back up. Inhale up. Exhale over for 3 and 2 and 1. Inhale, lift. And exhale, roll it down. Keep your rhythm going. Keep moving with your breath. Now remember, we're working for space in your waist. So as you're rounding over, don't collapse in your lower back. Really use your hands to pull your neck up out of your shoulders and your lower back up out of your pelvis. Your hands are active here. They're helping your spine find space. This is your last one, so roll down and stay down for shoulder bridge. Bend your legs in, feet as wide as your hips. Roll your pelvis up into the bridge and place your hands underneath your hips, elbows tucked under too. Extend the right leg out long and kick into your chest twice. Flex your foot as you lower your leg down. You go kick, kick, and flex to lower. Kick, kick, and flex to lower 3 times on the left leg. As you work, I want you to keep working to tuck the tailbone underneath, find the stretch in the front of the hips, and sink your belly down. Last time. Reach a long leg forward all the way to the mat, slide it in, and lower your pelvis down. High bridge. Flip your hands back next to your head, fingers pointing towards your shoulders. Push down in the hands and feet, and lift your hips up. We're going to stay here and breathe. Inhale through the nose and take a long, slow, gentle exhale through your nose as well. Make sure your knees don't fall open. Engage those inner thighs and push your chest to the back of the mat to keep your lower back long. And then lower yourself back down with control. Come on up to sit for spine twist. Legs together, feet flexed, arms out to the side. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, twist to the right and twist further. And twist further. Inhale in the center. Exhale, twist. Exhale, twist more. Exhale, even more. Inhale in the center. Keep alternating sides. This is a breathing exercise, so I really want you to work your exhale on the twist to squeeze every last little bit of air out of your lungs. Exhale, exhale. Exhale, inhale in the center. Exhale, exhale even more and even more. And then lower your arms down. Side leg kicks. So lie down on your side facing me first. Set yourself up, legs in front of you. You can put your hand behind your head if you want an extra challenge, but it's also totally valid to keep your hand in front of your belly. We're going to start with front and back 5 times. Lengthen the top leg long, and we go front, kick, and back. Add a kick, and front, kick, and back. Add a kick. Keep moving. Make sure your bottom foot is flexed and you're pressing that bottom leg into the mat to stabilize yourself. Last one. And we're going to stay back for bicycle. Bend the leg, take your foot towards your seat, and then bend your knee into your chest in the front to extend your leg. Let's go faster. Swing it back, bend the leg in, knee into your chest, and extend. Keep it moving 5 times. Take everything you learned when you were lying face down on the mat with single leg kicks and double leg kicks to make sure that your pelvis isn't moving around with the leg. Stabilize your pelvis to get the best stretch in the front of the hip and the back of your thigh. Reverse, swing it forward. Bend your knee into your chest. Take that thigh all the way behind you and then extend the leg long. Faster, swing it forward, bend it in, take it back and extend. Keep it moving. Every time that thigh goes to the back, you got to tuck your tailbone in order to get the good stretch in the fronts of the hips. Remember to keep your lower back long and use your hand to pull the whole spine out of your shoulders. Roll over, let's do the other side. So front and back 5 times and then bicycle 5 times each way. Once you're set up, lift your top leg up, really grow long, and we go front and kick, take it back and kick, and front and kick, back and kick. Work for length in your spine. Remember your tailbone and the top of your head are pulling in opposite directions from each other. And then stay in the back for bicycle. Bend the leg, take your foot towards your seat. Then pull your knee in towards your chest in front of you. Keep your tailbone sticking back as you extend your leg long. And now move a little faster. Flow through it as you ride your bicycle. Working for stabilization in your pelvis that you can freely swing your leg in the circular motion. Last one. Swing the leg back and then reverse. Swing it forward. Take it slow to start, really making sure your pelvis isn't shifting around with the leg. And then move faster with flow for the next 4. Hold onto your center and find the two-way stretch in your spine so that leg can swing freely in the bicycle shape. Last one, extend the leg back long to finish, and then leg over leg, lower it down. Come on up to sit. We're going to do teaser from seated today. So legs together in front of you. Extend your arms out parallel to your legs. Pull your belly back, tuck your tailbone under, and lift your legs up into your teaser. Round just your lower back into the mat, and then lift yourself back up out the top of your head. And round back into the mat, and then lift back up. One more time, make sure your legs don't move. Lift back up. Now keep lifting your waist so much that your legs lower back to the mat and you end sitting tall. Let's do that again. Round back, let the legs just easily float up into your teaser. Now keep the legs still as you round back 3 times. Never lose the lift out the top of your head. Even on the way down, you're growing out the top of your head like there's that string pulling you up. Lift so much, that's why the legs lower down. We do a third set, so pull back from the waist to let the legs float up. Keep the legs still as you round back into your mat and lift. And pull back with the belly, keep pulling the belly back to the mat as the head leads you up. Last time, stay tall, and you keep lifting your waist, that's why the legs lower with control. Flip over onto your belly for swimming. We're going to do this for 5 breaths. So first find the length in your lower back and then float your arms and legs up and we pump. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5, in 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep breathing and I want you to work for length. How much space can you find in your lower back? How long can your arms and legs grow? And then lower down, push back into your rest pose to finish. Mermaid. Come sitting facing me with your hips squared off to me, your knees right in front of your belly and your legs tucked in as tight as you can get them underneath you. One arm is pulling your legs in, the other one is lifting your spine up as you reach over into a side bend. Lift from your waist to return. Slide that bottom arm out onto your elbow and into the side bend. Lift from your waist, come up in one piece and over to the other side. Now, as you go into your side bend with your elbow down on the mat, I want you to make sure that your hips don't lift up off the mat. So keep both sit bones trying to reach down into the mat the whole way through this exercise so that your pelvis doesn't shift, and then you can really work for that space between your ribs and your hips. Let's do one more stretch over the legs to finish. And then you'll take your fingertips behind you, lift your legs up in a teaser, and switch them to the other side. Hug your legs in tight, lift your arm up to the sky to help pull your waist up tall and reach into your side bend. Lift from your center to change sides and find 2 long sides. Even that bottom underneath side has to lengthen. Lift to reach. Lift both sides as you stretch out. Remember, both sit bones are staying down into the mat as you zip the abdominals up the front. One more stretch over your legs to finish. And then let's do all the rocking exercises at the end of the mat to really massage your spine. So boomerang, cross right leg over the left, hands next to your hips, dive your head to your knees. Rock your legs overhead, switch your legs. Rock up, arms behind you, reach them up, 3, 2, 1 to lower your head down. Rock back, switch your legs, and rock it up, arms back, 3, 2, 1. Keep it going. Remember our teaser. The only reason the legs came down is because you were lifting your waist so much. Here, I want you to also lift your arms. It's the pumping up of the arms that's going to lower the legs down. You're going to control it from your center so that it doesn't flop down onto the mat. You got one more boomerang to even yourself off. Control the legs down by lifting your waist up, and it's to seal. Hold on to the soles of your feet and clap 3 times. Rock back, clap 3 times overhead. And rock up, 3 claps. Rock back, 3 claps. Let's do this 3 more times. Enjoy the massage on your lower back. And remember, we're working to find space in your lower back, even when you're upside down. One more time, and this time you're going to go straight into crab. So untangle your arms and legs, cross your legs over. You're holding your feet as you put your head on the mat. Lift your waist up to rock backwards. Hold your pelvis upside down to switch your legs. Rock back up and lift your waist to go over and onto your head. Lift your waist to go back. The lift of your seat is what's going to hold you there while you switch your legs. So again, that's that space between your hips and your ribs that you have to find. Resist gravity while you're upside down. And this is called crab. Think of how the crab's legs go out to the side. Your knees need to kick out to the side when you switch your legs. So the whole thigh has to open out. And in order to have the time to do that, you have to lift your pelvis up. And that work is going to come from your center. This is your last one. You finish on your head and then lower yourself down with control. Flip onto your belly for rocking. Reach your arms back. You're going to bend your legs and grab both your feet at the same time and hug your knees together. Pull your feet into your seat 3 times. 3, 2, 1. And then push your feet into your hands and lift your thighs and chest up off the mat. We do that again. As you pull your feet in, make sure you push your pubic bone into the mat and your belly button off the mat. Then lift from your center. We're going to do it one more time. So you're working to find the stretch in the front of your hips without dumping in your lower back. This time you're going to lift up and rock 5 times. Lift your thighs, lift your chest, lift your thighs, lift your chest, keeping the space in your lower back. And then lower yourself down and push back into a rest pose. Breathe into your lower back. Roll up to sit, and let's turn around for balance control. So you're going to lie down with your arms at your sides and then lift both legs up and overhead all the way down until your toes touch the mat behind you. Hold on to your ankles and release just your right foot. So you're pulling your left ankle down as the right leg reaches up to the sky. And then switch your legs. You're going to keep alternating legs. Now, I want you to remember everything you've done today and all those rocking exercises when you went upside down, how you found space between your ribs and your hips. So you really want to work your whole pelvis up towards the sky to try and get that leg straight up over your hips and shoulders. Switch your legs one last time, and then you're going to come all the way up to standing. So you're going to roll down through your spine, cross your legs, and push down in the mat to stand up. Turn around for the front support. Heels together, toes apart, lift your arms up to the sky. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, round all the way over until you can place your hands down right next to your feet. Now we're going to take our time to roll your spine out into a plank here. So 4 walks out to the plank. Keep lifting from your belly, and that's what pulls you forward. Your tailbone is pointing down to your heels, and you slowly extend the top of your spine out into your plank. Take your time to return as well. Lead from your center. So lift your waist up as your tailbone's already pointing to your heels. Keep lifting lifting as you come back. The weight should be in the fronts of your feet as you roll back up, so you're not sitting in your hamstrings. And again, circle the arms around the side to roll over. Drop your head and lift from your waist. You're lifting your waist so much that that's what pulls you forward into the 4 walks. 4, 3, 2, get there, 1. Your head and neck are the last thing to extend out. Coming back from the waist, lift the waist. You keep lifting up with the waist, up even more, up even more. Check that your head is really hanging, your neck is relaxed. Pull down with the tailbone and lift from your center. That's why you roll up. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale as you round over. Keep lifting your waist away from your thighs. Keep your weight in the fronts of your feet. And it's that lift in your belly that's going to help you keep your weight there. Walk it out. 4, 3, 2, get there, 1. Extend the top of the spine last and grow long in 2 directions. Lift from the waist. That's the first movement always, is from your center to come back. Use your center to roll yourself up. Your head is the last thing to come back up on top of your spine. We're going to add the front splits now. So we start the same. Round over. Place your hands down. Initiate the walk out from lifting your waist. Drop the head, lift the belly, and walk. 4, 3, 2, get there, 1. Find your long spine, and then pull your right leg forward underneath you. Square your hips off by pulling the right hip back, left hip forward, and then release it. And again, right hip back. And release. This time pull it back and keep the hips square. Press both your hips forward into the stretch. Then rock your hips back to straighten out the front leg, keeping your spine nice and long. Push your hips forward, especially that left hip, so you feel it in the front of the left thigh. Rock your hips back, still working for your square hips. Remember, pull the right hip back. And then rock the hips forward. Feel the stretch in the left thigh. Let's do it one more time. Pull both hips back. Pull the belly off the front thighs. You extend out the top of your head. Rock your weight forward and you're going to find your balance. So lift your arms up all the way to the sky and then lift your waist to take your chest up to the sky into a little back bend. Lower your arms down. Let's get back into the plank. So take both legs back. Find your long spine. Initiate from your center to return. Walk it back. 4, 3, 2, get there, 1. Drop your head and lift from your belly all the way up to standing. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, circle the arms down the sides and round over. Keep the lift in your belly as your head hangs down heavy and lift from your waist to start the walks out. Articulate your spine out, head is last, left leg forward into the front splits. Square your hips off 3 times. Pulling the front leg hip back, and then keep it back and push both hips forward into the stretch. Still lifting your waist off that front thigh. Then rock your hips back to straighten your front leg, keeping a long spine and a lifted waist, and then rock forward into the stretch. And rock back to straighten the front leg. And keep working for your square hips as you push forward into the thigh stretch. One more time. And on this one, you're going to come forward and stay forward. Find your balance, lift your arms up to the sky and lift your waist to take that back bend so your chest is lifting to the sky. Find space in your lower back to lower your arms down and find your plank again. Lift from the waist to walk it back for 4, 3, 2, get there, 1. Drop your head and lift from your belly, keeping the weight in the fronts of your feet. Your tailbone pulls down to your heels. Your head comes up last. Circle the arms down the sides and stay tall to finish. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so we can keep working out together. I'll see you next time.